that's the voice of my next guest in the program today. Silvie Paladino began singing at the age of 9. She went on to win the grand final at Channel 10's Young Talent Time. Her first professional theatrical appearance was in the Australasian tour of Les Mis. Cats followed. There was Miss Saigon, Mamma Mia, The King and I, Chess, Sondheim's Passion, as well as multiple appearances on television and, of course, Carols by Candlelight. Silvie Paladino's latest album, Oh Holy Night, is out right now. This is a track from it, and it's available right now at all good sellers. Sylvia's on the line right now. Sylvia, nice to have you with us on the program today.
Good afternoon, Leigh. How are you?
Good, thank you. Happy Christmas.
Oh, I can't believe we're saying that. It's Christmas already.
I know. 23 sleeps or something to go, isn't it? 23?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I did my first Christmas concert.
Did you?
On Wednesday.
Right.
And I said to my management, I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience singing Christmas carols in November.
Yeah, I know.
The year has zoomed by.
It does.
And we're here. Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah, I know. The big fat man's coming down the chimney and bringing us all those little presents we love to get. It's a great time, Christmas. How do you celebrate Christmas?
Generally, we, as an Italian family, we eat.
Which you would do.
We're forever eating at Christmas. It seems that's all we do. But as my family, we go to church in the morning, and then we spend the afternoon, just the four of us. So there's myself, my husband, my son, and my daughter.
Yeah.
We do presents and all of that. And then in the afternoon, we go to my family. So my husband's a New Zealander, so his family is not here. But we go to my family for the evening of Christmas night.
And more eating.
And more eating, yeah.
It doesn't stop.
Don't we all do that?
Yeah, we sleep on Boxing Day if we're wise.
That's right. We're lucky we get a nana nap on Boxing Day.
Exactly right. The age of 9 when you started out doing all of this, did you ever envisage that you'd be where you are today?
No, never. For me, it was just something that I loved to do.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was naturally good at it. And I just loved it so much. So I just sang for the sake of singing. And it just happened that I fell into the music industry. It wasn't a plan. I actually was thinking of possibly becoming a hairdresser because I wasn't any good at school. I didn't like school. So then, doing competitions and all that sort of stuff. And I joined a band when I was 12. And I was their lead singer. The band was called Universe, and we used to play at all the Italian functions. We were great with the Italians. They always have a party. So,
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Any excuse for a party, the Italians have got it.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So we were the band for that. And, look, it was a great experience, and I really enjoyed hanging out with the guys in the band, and I had my tambourine, and it was great. But still only a hobby for me.
And that would have been after Young Talent Time days.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was just before Young Talent.
Just before,
was
it?
I was 12, and it was during my time with the band,
when
I was 14, that I went on as a talent discovery. And then just after my 15th birthday, I was in the grand final, and I won the grand final.
Yeah,
and that was the springboard into the music industry. Because up until that point, I never really thought it was possible.
What about encouragement from your parents? Do they encourage you along the way to do all of these?
Oh, incredibly encouraging. I mean, Dad sacrificed his Friday and Saturday nights to come and sit with me in the band so I could, do what I wanted to do. And then when it came to getting into the industry professionally, I wanted to leave school because I was at that point where I couldn't do both. I had already started working and I was falling behind my schoolwork, and so it was really a choice that I had to make. And they really were incredibly supportive and have continued to be all the way through.
Tell me about the audition you went for Les Mis. Now, you were very young. I think you were about 18 years of age, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I was actually 17 when I auditioned for them, and that came about through a performance of Bert Newton's Midday Show. Remember, he had a midday show.
Oh, my word, great show.
On Channel 7, and I was part of the band. I used to do backing vocals with the band, but once a month they would have me on the show, and I'd be on the telly. And it just so happened that this one day I was doing my spot on the telly, and producers of this little show called Les Miserables were looking for someone to play the role of Eponine for the Melbourne season. And so they called Channel 7, who then called my management, and they arranged an audition. Now, in those days, I certainly didn't want to be a musical theatre person. I wanted to be a contemporary singer, more like a Whitney Houston or a Barbra Streisand or something like that.
Right, yeah.
That's what I was thinking for my life. But somehow this audition came up and I thought, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And I sang Memory from Cats because Barbra Streisand had recorded it. That was the only song I knew from a show. And I auditioned and got the role in a show that I knew nothing about. I had no idea, how incredibly massive it was and how life-changing it was going to be. And, it was amazing.
That's a huge step at 17, isn't it, to do an audition like that? Look, a lot of the actors I talked to on this program say how daunting it is, even as adults, in their 20s and 30s and 40s. So to be 17 and taking that on for the first time, you must have had the nerves in the old tummy.
Well, what it is too with you, I don't know if you find with young people, I see it in my own children, they're not nervous of anything. They sort of just throw themselves in. And I think in my experience, ignorance was bliss for me because I didn't know what an incredible thing it was that I was partaking in this show or even to be seen in an audition for it. So I didn't really understand the grandeur of it. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, it was just, I was ignorant to it, and I think in a way it sort of worked for me because I just went in with nothing to lose, I suppose.
Did that help you in other auditions, like for Hair, and you did, Cats?
Yes.
All these things?
No, I think by then the nerves definitely set in. And I knew what I was in for.
You knew what they were expecting from you.
Yeah, I knew what it was about. So, I still today get very nervous if I have to audition. It's that feeling of having to prove yourself.
Yes.
Which is awful because you've got, a 3-minute song and you have to prove yourself that you're capable to take on a role in a
And as you say, you've got 3 minutes and that's it, isn't it? You've got to sell yourself.
Yeah, and that's if they allow you to do the full 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, if they stop you, they're normally happy, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes they say, thank you very much, we'll call you.
Yeah, don't call us. Yeah. Sylvie, you mentioned in passing there Barbra Streisand, and of course you had an album of hers too. You recorded yourself, Silvie Paladino Sings Streisand, didn't you?
That's right. That was a live recording we did of a cabaret that I put together.
That was the Green Room Award nomination, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So I was asked to put a cabaret together, and I've never done a cabaret before. And I've always been a huge fan of hers. And I thought, what a great opportunity just for me to sing all my favourite songs. Yeah, yeah. And so that's what it was. It wasn't an impersonation of her, but more a tribute to her and the inspiration that she's been on my career.
Well, Streisand's one of my favourites. I really like the lady. Yeah, absolutely. Love it. And play a lot of her stuff at home. I've got photos at home and all sorts of things. But
yeah, she's all class.
Oh, absolutely. Have you ever met her?
No. Oh, gosh, I think I'd die.
I'd love to meet her.
So would I. Mm-hmm. I'd love to sing with her.
Oh, well, let's see if we can organise it.
Let's do it.
You never know who... This program goes all over the world on the internet. You never know who's listening in.
You never know who might be listening.
We've had phone calls from New York before, so you never know. They might be saying, Sylvie, we're going to contact you. We're going to hold a Leigh and see where you are today. What about... Are you doing carols this year?
I am doing carols this year, yes. I just come home from a photo shoot that we've done at the Bowl. Yeah. It's 80 years of Carols by Candlelight this year, and I haven't been there for the entire 80, but this year I feel like sometimes I have.
You are far, far too... I'm closer to that 80 than what you are.
No, this year I celebrate 20 years at Carols by Candlelight. So
wow.
My first time at Carols, I was 16 years old. So,
were you really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Now, I suppose you're not allowed to tell us what the song is this year.
No, I can't. It's a surprise.
Yeah. I won't even try and twist your arm. I was talking to some on the program last week.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I know. You're sworn to secrecy until it comes up. So we won't do that to you, but we'll look out for you at Carols by Candlelight. Look, more so, this lovely Christmas album you've got out.
Yeah.
It's a delight, and I just played a track there, and you're with the Salvation Army doing this.
That's right. So it's the Melbourne staff band of the Salvation Army and myself and the Royal Philharmonic Choir as well. It's quite a grand, majestic sound, as I believe Christmas should be. And it's really a reflection of my years at Carols by Candlelight. A lot of the songs on the album are songs I've done at Carols. And I've done a few tracks before over the years, a few Christmas tracks that I've added to albums as like bonus tracks. But this is the first time I've done a full 12-track Christmas album, and I'm really proud of it.
Well, you should be, Sylvie. I've taken a listen to it. I have the album, and I've got to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It is sensational. I love the backing that you've got. The band is sensational. Like you said, it's this very big sound that we need at Christmas time.
Yeah, I think it suits the occasion.
It does. You've got the lovely intros coming in there, the band's right over you, and then you come in beautifully with that angelic voice of yours.
Oh, thank you very
It's
much.
just beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, where can we get the CD, please?
So the CD, you can download it on iTunes for those of your listeners that do that. Otherwise, they can log on to my website, which is silviepaladino.com. And you click on the link and you can buy it there and it gets sent to your home, so you can get it like that. And we've just found out too that Readings bookstores throughout Victoria are stocking it, so you can go in those bookstores and buy them.
Have a look at Readings as well. I love the hard copies myself.
Me too. I'm a bit old-fashioned that way,
So
but
am
the
I.
young kids like to download straight into the phone, and then they've got it with them all the time.
Yeah, I just like the hard copy, and I think, okay, if I want to take it with me, I can still take it with me. And yes, I can put it on my computer and put it on the USB.
Right, you can still download it, but at least you've got it.
Okay, of course, yes. And they last for so long.
Yeah,
Sylvie, happy Christmas to you. I do wish you the best for Carols by Candlelight.
Thank you very much.
Let's keep in contact. Love to talk to you again sometime next year.
God bless you. Merry Christmas to you too.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly sing.